Okay, I'm going to teach you in this tutorial how to easily switch between any era or chapter in the mod. Basically using the USER.SCRIPT, that is the method I recommend for this mod. It's the easiest one. And after this tutorial, you will supposed to be able to switch between any era or chapter in just 10 seconds. Also, how to activate all the different submods that we have for the mod. So the first thing that I recommend is to make a folder that goes directly to the location of the USER.SCRIPT. That is the file that we have to change to switch between all these chapters. The path where this file is supposed to be in your PC will be added in the description of the video. And then I have also added here direct access to the folder of the data of the game, where all these files of the mod are supposed to be. So if we go back to this script and we open the file, the first thing I'm going to do is to load the original order that we are supposed to have from the description. Okay, then here it is. So you copy this. That's the example that we have uploaded. And very important, you have to delete all this text. It's just explanation text that I added. Okay, so it should look like this. Okay, so now that we are here, imagine that I just want to switch to another chapter of Napoleon era. So I just select the one I want to play, for example this one. I copy, I paste it in the correct position, and then I use the correct scheme file to it. It's supposed to be this one. It's the N is of Napoleonic, and then the numbers are the years, 1811 and 1815. So I'm gonna play 1812, so it's between those that range of years, and it will be done. With that, I will have switched it to another Napoleonic chapter. It will be just running, just saving the file, and running the game will work. But imagine that now I want to play an Enlightenment era chapter. It will be as easy as simply selecting the chapter I want to play, this one for example, change this, and then the corresponding E of Enlightenment, and then the numbers for the year runs, and change the rescue file. Okay, and again, simply running again, it will work. There are another two important things: that this Grand Fleet mod is only required for Napoleonic chapters between 1805 and 1813, I think, more or less. You have it in the description. And also, this one has to be activated only for chapters that are not played in the peninsular map. Okay, those are the only two things you have to know. And it's, apart from the USER.SCRIPT, there is another extra thing that you have to know. That's the text file that's inside the data folder. Okay, so the text file that's inside the data folder has to be the one that's just required for the chapter you wanna play on. So for example, in this case, this is not the corresponding text file, so I should have to delete it. Here, for example, I have all the text for the Enlightenment era. I will have to copy the corresponding proper text file back to the data folder, and that will make all the text in the chapter accurate for the chapter we want to play. Okay, the same process is for the Victorian era or for any other Napoleonic era. Yeah. And you just have to remember when the Grand Fleet mod has to be activated and when this one has to be deactivated. And apart from that, just to switch manually the text file you need for the chapter you're gonna play, and that's all. So if we go further to the submods, we can go to the place where the submods have been uploaded. It's this one, and here in the description you have the loading order, and it says that for example, let's start with the long battle submod. It has to be activated before the chapter 5s, so between the reskin and the chapter itself. So if we go back to the data, if we go here, we create a new line like this, and we go back to the data folder. We look for the longer battle submod, and that's all. We copy in the correct place, and just saving and running back again Napoleon, everything will work. But there are many more submods. So for example, if we want to activate a different sound submod for the muskets, it says it has to be activated before the, well, I have to fix this because the order has, well, I will do it later on. It has to be activated before the original sound submod. So we go here, we create a new line before the original sound submod, and we simply activate a new one, like for example, I don't know, car list. That's here inside my data folder, as you can see, car list one. And then imagine again that I want to activate the last epic history music submod that was done. And if we go to the loading order, it says that the epic history music has to be activated below the dark mode effects Napoleon. So go to the scripting, we create a new line, then we go back to the data, we copy the name of the file, and we save. That will be everything. Now we have activated the epic history music submod, an alternative musket sounds, and the longer battle submod. If you want to activate the alt formation, yes, you will have to activate it just here, replace this one, and everything will be done. So that's all, and I hope that will be enough for you all to understand how to easily switch between all these chapters and areas. Bye bye.